In this section, we'll learn how to solve a system of linear equations. Okay, you already know ax is equal to b, right? This is a system of linear equations. You have already studied in the maths class. Okay, so instead of solving using elimination method and substitution method, we'll learn how to solve this in Matlab. Okay, there are three ways. In fact, there are a lot of ways to solve ax equal to b system of equations, but I will teach you three methods. One is x is equal to inverse of a star b. Second method will be a backslash b. Third method will be using the Matlab inbuilt function lin solve a comma b. Okay, so let's learn the first method. Okay, so you already know, if you have a system of equation ax so if you have a system of equation ax equal to b, I'm just typing to show you. So if you have ax equal to b, okay, x is a vector. Let's say number of unknowns is 3, x1, x2, x3. So what is the size of the A matrix? It is 3 cross 3, right? And what is the size of vector B? That is 3 cross 1. Okay, so if you have this type of system, then you can solve. How you can solve is, the solution x will be equal to inverse of A and into B, right? You have already studied that. So how to calculate the value of x using inverse, right? So in Matlab, you have to type x equal to I and v. I and v means the inverse of the matrix, right? I and v is the pre-inbuilt function in Matlab. It is the file function name is inv inverse. It calculates the inverse of the matrices. So the input will be the matrix, okay, A. So inverse A will give you the inverse of A as the output, okay, and multiplied. In Matlab you have to use star and multiply B vector, right? So this will give you the solution. If you run this, you will not get any answer. You will get error because you have not defined the matrix A and the B. Okay, so let's start with an example. So let's try to solve this set of equations. So from this equation, let's define the matrix A first. Okay, so A, so x1 plus x2 minus x3 equal to 5. So what is the coefficient of x1? 1 space. What is the coefficient of x2? 2 space. What is the coefficient of x3? Sorry, 1. And what is the coefficient of x3? It is minus 1, right? So this is the first equation, right, and first row. So you have to go to the second equation, that is second row. So you have to put semicolon. Now you are in the second row. Okay, So what is the second equation? x1 plus 2x2 minus 0.5 x3 equal to minus 1. So what is the coefficient of x1 in the second equation? 1 space. What is the coefficient of x2? That is 2. What is the coefficient of x3? That is half or minus half or minus 0.5. Yes, minus. You can directly write 0.5. You don't have to put 0. You can put 0 before 5, 0.5, or you can directly write minus 0.5. Same thing. So the second equation is also done. So you have to move on to the third equation. So put semicolon. That is third row. So what is the coefficient of x1? 1.5 space. What is the coefficient of x2? 1 space. What is the coefficient of x3? 1, right? So you had three equations. So you have 3 rows in the matrix A, and how many variables? x1, x2, x3, 3. So you have 3 columns. So you have defined the matrix A. So press return. Okay. So column 1, column 2, column 3. So all are defined now. Next step is to define the vector B. The values on the right side of the equation, that is 5, minus 1, 2. Okay. But okay. So you already know you have to define vector using square brackets. So from the first equation, what is on the right hand side? 5, right? 5. Now what is this? So since 5 is the first equation, so first row. So to move on to the second row, you have to put semicolon. So what is the right hand side value of the second equation? That is minus 1, right? Semicolon space. What is the right hand side value of the third equation? It is 2. So you have defined the vector B on the right hand side. So press return. So this. There is another way to calculate this without putting semicolons. So you could have done it like this. B equal to square bracket 5 space minus 1 space 2, right? And I already told you to take the transpose, you have to type apostrophe, right? So if you press return, so you are getting the same thing. Okay, anyway, I've already defined the matrix A, the right hand side vector B, right? So what is the solution? So the solution will be x inverse A into B, right? So in Matlab you do it like this. So you have to call the inbuilt function inverse. What is the matrix? A. So make sure it is capital A, because you have defined the matrix as capital A, not the small a. So you have to exactly type the letter, okay? And 2 into means star and the vector B, right? This is how you calculate the solution of x. So just press return. So you have got, see, the answer is in the form of vector x equal to 6.3636 minus 4.4545 and minus 3.0909, right? This means the first row 6.3636 is corresponds to x1. So x2 is equal to minus 4.45. x3 is equal to minus 3.09. So this is the answer using this method, that is inverse method. Okay.